Welcome to this session on IPedge ACD Benefits and Business Results. My name is Myra Brady and I will be your presenter today. Toshiba's Automatic Call Distribution, or ACD, ensures calls are handled efficiently and directs calls to suit your customers. Running as an application on the Toshiba Media Application Server connected to the IPedge, it offers sophisticated capabilities including skills-based routing, balanced call counts, priority queuing, and more. It is power and simplicity at its finest. Let's start by defining what a sales call center is. A few definitions are: a team responsible for handling common incoming calls. Many times they have other responsibilities, and many do not view themselves as a stereotypical call center. Some examples of commonly known industries with call centers are healthcare providers, credit unions, banks, lenders, insurance agencies, distributors, transportation providers, power companies, telcos, ISPs, travel agencies, and the entertainment industry. Two of the main business challenges for sales-oriented call centers are maximizing sales from all the different types of opportunities that come their way, and delivering superior customer service at reasonable costs. With maximizing sales being one of the main challenges, IPedge ACD is a great solution. With IPedge ACD in place, the agents will be able to answer more sales calls, distribute a higher percentage of these calls to more efficient and effective sales professional agents, and prioritize key customers. Let's take a moment to look at a sales-oriented call center group operating without an ACD solution. Their current method of operation could be that when a sales opportunity call comes in, it could get transferred to an agent by using the overhead paging to announce "Sales, pick up line 2. If no one picks up the call, that is a lost sale. Or if there is someone who picks up all the calls, the workload is unbalanced. Another way, the receptionist transfers the call to a sales rep. This could result in one or two sales reps getting the call if there is any type of favoritism. Could also result in lost revenue if they are transferred to the least experienced rep. The receptionist could also transfer to a pilot DN that rings all the extensions in a group. This can have the same negative impact as announcing the call to be picked up over the overhead paging. So without ACD, there is no structure or process to answer and handle the incoming calls. Sales calls that could generate revenue could be answered more slowly, possibly causing the loss of a sale. And sales calls that could generate revenue are at the risk of being lost. IPedge ACD offers many different types of routing options. Let's take a look at a few so we can see the benefits they each provide. Linear routing. With this option, agents are always presented the calls in the same order, starting with the same agent. This option is used to send the call to a primary agent using backup agents only when the primary agent is busy. This method ensures more calls are handled live and do not end up in voicemail. Round robin. With this option, agents are presented calls in a circular order. This evenly distributes calls throughout a pool of agents. This method results in faster answering of calls, thus having fewer lost calls. Balanced call count. With this option, agents are always presented calls based on the number of calls each agent has answered. The agent that has answered the fewest number of calls gets the next call. This option is used to send an even number of calls to all agents, thus resulting in greater employee satisfaction. Agent priority. With this option, agents are presented calls on an assigned priority. The agent with the highest priority gets the next call. Based on availability of the agents within the priority list, calls are presented to each agent working down the priority list. This option sends more calls to top-performing agents, therefore converting more leads to sales. Call priority. With this option, the voice assistant prioritizes callers by prompting them to enter information. These calls then get placed at the head of the queue. Segmenting calls like this offers a greater probability of getting sales from the most profitable customers. Longest idle. With this option, agents are presented calls on an idle time basis. The longest idle agent gets the next call. This option increases productivity per each employee. Some additional benefits to IPedge ACD are keeping all employees informed of all important information. For example, if there are calls stacking up in a queue, all agents can be notified to log into the ACD queues to answer the waiting calls. This notification can be done by intercom page, chat, IPedge call manager, or email. Keeping all the callers informed and waiting in queue if an agent is not available. This can be done in a variety of ways. Initial, periodic, and simple announcements such as, "Thank you for calling ABC Company. All of our agents are currently busy assisting other callers. We will be with you shortly." Or intelligent announcements such as, "Thank you for continuing to hold. Our agents are still assisting other callers. There are 2 callers ahead of you and your approximate wait time is 5 minutes. Depending on the type of call center you have, will determine which options are best for you to implement. With all of the options, though, there are common business results. All routing options will help to increase sales, produce higher sales conversion rates, create higher job satisfaction for top-performing professionals, increase revenue per transaction, and enable the call center to deliver superior service by answering calls as quickly as possible at a reasonable cost, informing and empowering callers, providing callers better options, and by answering calls with the best resources. Event-based call management optimizes resource utilization so that calls are answered as quickly as possible by the most informed and skilled employees. So in summary, IPedge ACD can contain costs through efficiency, can increase delivery of customer service as measured by wait time, can enable happier customers due to increased knowledge and control, can lower caller frustration, can increase sales and gross profits, can decrease communication costs as percentages of sales, and can enable higher customer satisfaction leading to repeat revenues. Thank you for joining me today for this session on IPedge ACD benefits and business results.